So I'm back for another video. This time I'll be exploring Culgoa National Park, which is a big national park split between Queensland and New South Wales, sitting right on the borderline. So this is essentially the end of the tar. I'm going to get the tire deflators on, we're going to air down and hit the dirt. We're 11 k's out from the official park, but we're hitting dirt roads now. Looking forward to it. Stay tuned. I'm going to show you all the highlights, all the best bits the park has to offer, hopefully. And yeah, if everything goes to plan, should be a fantastic trip. Stay tuned. Yeah, so all the tire deflators, they're the main mother little tire deflator setups. So you just wind them on. They're set to a predefined pressure and it just takes them all down. And straight ahead over there, that's the dirt out to Culgoa. Yeah, so like I said before, it's 11k to actually hit the national park. And then I think where we're going to be camping tonight, it's about another 10 after that. And also, here you go, you can see the kilometers to the nearest town. 217, 6. So yeah, they're the nearest towns. And yeah, straight down there we go to the national park. I reckon those tire deflators are done. Let's get going, because we're losing light. So I've officially entered the national park. So as you're coming in, you go past a whole pile of farmland and several cattle grids. And then this is the first sort of area you see as soon as you come into the national park. Now, there is a bit of a sign over here with a bit of useful information for, you know, touring overland travelers. So it's a bit of a welcome sign telling you, you know, where you are and where you're entering. But the part that I find really useful, and I'm sure other travelers will, is that the whole park operates on UHF 37. So in your 4-wheel drive, switch your radio to channel 37, and everybody in this park should be on that channel if you need to call out for help. Another thing to note is it's a dry weather park only, because it's a floodplain out here. So fingers crossed the weather behaves and we get clear sunny days. But yeah, we're going to continue off in this direction, find our campsite. But yeah, I just thought I'd show you pretty much the area that you'll first come across when you enter the national park, on the New South Wales side, that is. But if you keep continuing along here, we'll hit our campsite, and then eventually we'll make our way into Queensland. Back for day 2 of my trip. Another fantastic day. We've got clear skies at the moment, which is a good start. But yeah, we're just down at Culgoa River Campground. And I thought I'd just take you for a walk around, show you what the campground's like and a bit of my setup here. So, rocked up pretty late to camp. About 9 o'clock by the time it was all said and done. You saw some clips from yesterday. Simple setup here. King singles swag on a stretcher that matches it, all from Crash Pad. Had a fantastic sleep. Truck's running perfectly here, the MROC, no issues so far, fingers crossed. And this is the Culgoa River Campground. So I'll just wander around, point out things of the area, and yeah, it might be a place that you want to come and visit. So if I follow up in this sort of direction over here, we'll hit the day use area. So like a lot of New South Wales national parks, you've got a day use area and then you drive past that and you'll hit the camping. Similar setup here. But you can see lots of the camping spots have pre-existing fire rings and fire pits, and also picnic tables. So as you can see over on my setup in the distance there, I've backed up next to one. Also, it's got some drop toilets over there, which are actually pretty clean and pretty functional working condition, which is surprising to see considering how remote we are. So yeah, we're kind of in the day use area now with a big U-turn bay. The area is mapped out by all these posts you can see around the edge. And then if you just continue straight down there, you'll hit camping, which have several picnic tables, very similar to my setup. Plenty of space. If you're coming here with a big group, big convoy or something, you got plenty of space to spread out, so you don't sort of have to be on top of each other. So yeah, this is the Culgoa River camping area. So you've just seen some drone footage as we made our way through Toulby. There you can see all the old pastoral homes and sheds and stuff like that. So now we've made our way out past there to the Toulby bore point with a tap right here, and it's actually producing water still. You can see a few drips coming from the cap at the top, and it's attracting all the bloody flies, that's for sure. But yeah, I believe I'm trying to get to another pastoral, old ruined pastoral house called Hillview. But I think we've come up on a lock gate, so we're gonna have to chuck a Yui here, go back the way we came for probably about 6 to 10 k's, unfortunately. That's all right. I've been using the Explorer's Traveller map set with the EO Topo 24 maps from them. App is phenomenal. Got it running on my iPhone, and I'm not concerned about remembering exactly where I went because the app has breadcrumbing. So follow my little breadcrumbs, follow my track that I recorded as I come in, follow that back out, and we should have no worries. As far as I can see, there's some other roads on there that should get us through. But here's the culprit that's stopping us. I just don't have the key to get through, unfortunately. But that's half the fun of exploring, right? You never know what you'll find. Lock gates, bore taps. Yeah. But even just making it out here was doesn't see a lot of travellers, that's for sure, because I was really relying on this map set, the eTopo maps, because yeah, the track was almost non-existent. But we're deep in Culgoa. We're going to keep trying to get out to Hillview. If not, we've always got Redbank on the Queensland side over there. But we're so close, so close. Like literally a K or two in that direction, Queensland. Just locked gate and all this barbed wiring around, so I'm just unsure how I can get through. All right, we've come up on another gate. Hopefully this one's open. Let's go check. Hopefully this one's open. You don't need a key. Looking like it needs a key. Shit. So this should be, if my maps are correct here, this should be the borderline of New South Wales and Queensland. So this is, yeah, the borderline that I'm trying to cross, but I just keep coming up on gates. As you can see, the track doesn't get a lot of use. So I think I am going to have to backtrack completely. I just thought I'd try this other one because it was only a K or two down from the bore tap. But yeah, I've got a feeling New South Wales National Parks wants you to loop all the way back to the main road and take the main road through New South Wales until you hit the Queensland side, and then we'll see what happens, because they're actually managed by the different states. So we might be coming up on a lot of locks in New South Wales, but that might not be the case when we hit the Queensland side. But yeah, if you run down that way, down the fence, doesn't look like it gets much use. Down here, it's got a pretty sizable track. You definitely drive down there. I'm probably just going to throw a U-turn. Yeah, and just do that 6 to 10k drive back out to the main road, I guess, because all these side roads are not coming up good for me, and I'm also considering my fuel consumption, because it's a big park and there's heaps to see on the Queensland side just over there. Well, we've made it to the state border here. I've just pulled up on the New South Wales side, and if I pass this cattle grid here, that'll mean I'm driving into Queensland and heading up the other half of this national park. And you can see this fence follows along the whole way, denoting the difference of New South Wales and Queensland. Made it into Queensland. Yeah, let's go.
Fly so high, I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you.
And here we are at Redbank Hut. Oh, with a lot of wasps on the roof, like a lot. Oh, wow. Holy mackerel. Holy shit, I gotta get the camera, show you this one. Holy. So, all of this stuff is old wasps' nests down on the ground. Look at the roof. Heaps. Whoa. Alright, let's do an external walk around Redbank Hut. It's in pretty good nick actually for a remote hut. But apparently the ranger of this national park comes around, checks it and keeps it going good. Could be an alright place to chuck the swag up for a night. But this park is massive, so we'll continue on. But just having a good look around, bit of water tank. Yeah, so when you research Culgoa online, this hut, coming and visiting this hut is one of the highlights of the park. You got the fireplace, chimney stack here. Does this back door work? Oh, it does. It does. It looks like it's about to fall apart though. Yeah, it's barely holding on. Yeah, so this is Redbank Hut, and this is the surrounding area. Also on the on all the signs, they call this a camping area. So all this flat area you're seeing right here, that's all deemed camping around that pole and such. But yeah, that's just a quick look at Redbank Hut. We'll grab some lunch here and then we'll keep motoring on to the next location. So I'm just walking around Redbank Hut some more, and I just thought I'd give you a weather update. So if you're planning a trip to come to see all these sort of places I'm showing you, you sort of know what you can expect. So I've come in November, middle of November, and it's really warm. It's insanely warm. So currently, you can probably hear it on the microphone, but it's got a dry, very dry, warm heat. Car thermometer is currently reading 35 degrees for today. So yeah, it's meant to get a bit warmer in the next coming days, but yeah, just so you're aware, if you're coming out here mid-November, bring plenty of water, plenty of fuel, sunscreen, because it's hot and windy. And there goes my hat. So we finally made it to Hillview. Through all these locked gates and everything, finally I found a track that gets me in here. So if you enter into Hillview from the Queensland side, you'll easily get straight in. Now, I've done a quick lap around the house driving, and what I noticed off into the distance, just over here, in that direction, is where the water bore tap is. And I can see the outhouse that was right next to the bore tap I was showing you earlier. So literally, if there were no locked gates, it's just directly in there is the outhouse pretty much. So yeah, if there were no locked gates, we could have just literally, what is that, a couple of K? Probably down this road, but I'm yet to check it out. And then I would have got here straight away. But all good. We've had fun seeing different parts of the park that I probably wouldn't have if I just had come straight through. So this house is in like got mesh fencing all around it. Let's see if we can actually get in and have a better look at it. So we're just rocking up the gate. Is this a lock? Doesn't look like it's locked, so I'm gonna try it. What do you want, handed? Hey! Haha, you can actually get in. Now, I'm unsure why they put this fencing around, maybe to stop animals using it as shelter, possibly. Yeah, here it is. It's got the same business as Redbank with all the wasps. See all of it on the ground and a couple on the roof. Not so extensive as Redbank in terms of the wasps. Oh! That's what I accidentally stepped on, some old bone. I think that didn't go through my shoe. So yeah, Hillview House, we'll do another lap around, have a look. But yeah, this fencing surrounds the whole lot. This one's in not so good condition compared to the other one. Old teapot here, old fry pan, some bottles and such. Chimney stack. It's only just holding on there by one strap at the top by the looks of it. Bit of a view inside. And yeah, so this is a Hillview home slash hut. I think they deem this more of a home because it's a bit more substantial, got several rooms. But yeah, great to finally be here, checking it out. And there's the Amarok parked on the other side of the mesh. Running perfectly, no issues there. So yeah, we'll continue to the next location. This is the first body of water I've come across in 300 kilometers exploring this national park. So you got the Amarok up there, we're driving across on that sort of rock causeway, you could call it. But yeah, I'm surprised we didn't see any water sooner. But it has been dry with a very, very, very dry wind attached with it. And it's currently, car's reading 40 degrees. So yeah, it's bloody toasty. Yeah, so right now I'm standing in the Nebine Creek campsite. So this is an area that they've deemed is good for camping, right down next to the creek here. Fantastic area, lots of bird life, and I've actually seen a few roos come down to the water's edge and have a drink while I've been sitting here having a bit of an afternoon snack. So yeah, I'll take you around and show you a little bit of the area where you might want to set up if you're visiting. Yeah, so here's some more shots of the actual creek. It's the largest body of water I've seen in the whole park. But yeah, they reckon you can set up camp along here. I wouldn't want to camp along here if it was raining like quite heavily. You'd want to avoid this national park altogether, really. But yeah, you can see the Amarok nestled in between some trees. That'd be a good little spot to camp. I'm gonna move on to a different campsite, but that's all right. So yeah, unlike where I stayed last night, there's no facilities here. So you just got to, yeah, bring all your own stuff. There's no drop toilets, no picnic tables, none of that sort of stuff. But when I drove in, check out this craziness that's still out here. I guess this doesn't get a lot of traffic, which is probably why it's still out here. But yeah, I'll spin it around so you guys can see. It's a COVID-19 check-in. Now, I don't think I need to check in because I've been traveling throughout this park all day long and yesterday afternoon, and I've done about 300 clicks, gone through all the different tracks. You've seen it all here. Haven't seen a single person, not a single person. I think I will not see anyone during my whole time in this park. That's probably due to the temperatures. 41 degrees, my car was saying a couple of minutes ago. It's boiling. That's just boiling. Still got that breeze to go with it. So doesn't make it too pleasant if you're not used to camping and outback travel. But yeah, here's some more shots of the water body. Doesn't go that far, but you know, you could drive and camp all up and down here, As you can see, somebody's already done that. Set themselves a fire ring, left another traveller some wood. Yeah, got a fire ring going, so obviously they camped in this sort of area here. So yeah, camping in this area at the Nebine Creek Campground might be the option for you. So just stayed a night at Byra Lagoon camping area. It was fantastic. It was an insane wild night. Bloody thunderstorms rolling in across the horizon over there. Bloody lightning show for like a good 3-4 hours last night. Inserting the clip here so you can see I did a bit of a time lapse thing. Hopefully that turned out all right. But yeah, right behind me down there is Byra Lagoon itself. So this campsite follows along the lagoon edge. And it's a beautiful area. It really is beautiful. Like lots of wildlife coming near here. I haven't seen much traces of water, but they have really neatly laid out campgrounds. Again with the picnic tables. This one even goes a step further with the fire pits, with the different various cook plates, and has a handle to get out your hot pots and stoves and all those bits out of the fire. So yeah, all the camp spots are like this. So I did a big drive around the area, and there's about 3 or 4 campsites that are pretty much like this. The only variation is the picnic table. So if you're coming in from Goodooga, this is 30 k's out of town and pretty much the easiest campground to get to. And it might be where you want to have your first night if you're coming out to explore Culgoa. Now it's just started to sprinkle, so this is my cue to get out before I get locked in, because this whole national park is a floodplain. So it rained overnight, it started to rain now. I'm going to make my 30-kilometre dash to Goodooga, get some fuel in the AMROC there, and I might go for a swim in the Artesian baths. We'll just play that by ear. But yeah, I'm going to catch you guys later and get out of here before I get trapped in by this rain. Here we go, we're coming up on the state border again. I'm going to cross from Queensland to New South Wales as soon as we go over this cattle grid. Bye bye Queensland, hello New South Wales, onwards we go. So I've made it into town and it looks like I've got the whole bore bath to myself. I'll go in and jump in and enjoy it. Pretty good. Yeah, so basically this wraps up the end of my Culgoa sort of national park trip. Yeah, fantastic area to explore. It's just a shame about the rain coming during my trip, but that's all right. We can always go back later. But yeah, things that I noted throughout my time there is bring more fuel than you think you need. Because it's a very expansive, massive park. Book your campgrounds in advance and pay close attention to the weather so you don't get caught out with rain. But anyway, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll catch you on the next one.